brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is an American live-action, superhero children's television series that premiered on August 28, 1993, on the Fox Kids weekday afternoon block. It is the first entry of the Power Rangers franchise, and became a 1990s pop culture phenomenon alongside a large line of action figures and other merchandise. The show adapted stock footage from the Japanese TV series Kyoryu Sentai Zai Ranger, which was the 16th installment of Toei's Super Sentai franchise. The second and third seasons of the show drew elements and stock footage from Gozei Sentai Dare Ranger and Ninja Sentai Kakuronga, respectively, though the Zai Ranger costumes were still used for the lead cast in the last two seasons. Only the Mecha and the Kiba Ranger costume were retained from Dare Ranger for the second season, while only the Mecha from Kakuronga were featured in the third season. Though the Kakuronga costumes were used for the miniseries Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers, the series was produced by MMPR Productions and distributed by Saban Entertainment. The show's merchandise was produced and distributed by Bandai Entertainment. In 2010, a reversion of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, with a new logo, comic book referenced graphics, and extra alternative special effects, was broadcast on ABC Kids, and Bandai produced brand new toys to coincide with the series. The first 32 of Season 1's 60 episodes were remade with the revision graphics. The series also spawned the feature film Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, released by 20th Century Fox on June 30, 1995. A new film distributed by Lionsgate, simply titled Power Rangers, was released at Regency Village Theatre in Los Angeles on March 22, 2017 and was released throughout the United States on March 24, 2017. Season 1. The series takes place in the fictional town of Angel Grove, California. On an exploratory mission, two astronauts discover an extraterrestrial container and breach the unit, inadvertently releasing the evil alien sorceress Rita Repulsa from 10,000 years of confinement. Upon her release, she and her army of evil space aliens set their sights on conquering the nearest planet, Earth. The wise sage Zordon, who was responsible for capturing Rita, later becomes aware of her release and orders his robotic assistant Alpha 5 to select 5 teenagers with attitude to defend the Earth from Rita's attacks. The 5 teens chosen are Jason Lee Scott, Kimberly Hart, Zach Taylor, Trini Kwan and Billy Cranston. Zordon gives them the ability to transform into a fighting force known as the Power Rangers, providing them with an arsenal of weapons at their disposal, as well as colossal assault machines called Zords, which can combine into a giant humanoid machine known as the Megazord. The series begins with 5 teenagers combating Rita and her seemingly endless array of monsters, while also dealing with typical teenage problems and clashing with local bullies Bulk and Skull. However, consecutive failures lead Rita to adopt a new method for conquering Earth and destroying the Power Rangers, by attacking them with one of their own. Using her magic, Rita kidnaps and brainwashes a local teen whose fighting skills prove to equal that of Jason's in a martial arts contest held in Angel Grove. The new teen, Tommy Oliver, passes Rita's tests, becoming the Green Power Ranger. Entrusted with Rita's Sword of Darkness, the source for the continuance of the evil spell he has fallen victim to, Tommy comes dangerously close to defeating the Power Rangers, especially when Rita causes a solar eclipse that temporarily drains the Megazord's power. However, the Green Ranger is ultimately defeated, and the Sword of Darkness is destroyed by Jason. Now free from Rita's spell, Tommy chooses to use his Green Ranger powers to assist the other Rangers in defeating the evil that gave them to him in the first place. His Zord, the Dragon Zord, is reconfigured to enable it to help form more powerful Zord combinations alongside the other Dinozords. As time goes on, Rita focuses on eliminating Tommy in order to regain the powers that she believes belong to her. Using a special wax that was touched by Tommy when he was evil, Rita uses a magic green candle to slowly remove his powers, returning them to her. In the end, Tommy loses his powers, but he prevents Rita from reclaiming them by transferring them to Jason, who, feeling guilt for failing to protect Tommy's powers, accepts them. However, Tommy later returns to the team when the other Rangers' power coins are handed over to Rita in exchange for their kidnapped parents. With Zordon's help, Tommy regains his powers and successfully retrieves the other Rangers' power coins. However, Tommy's regained powers are only temporary and must be frequently recharged by Zordon, who warns that the Green Ranger's powers will ultimately fail. Despite this, Tommy remains determined to continue assisting the other Rangers as long as possible. Season 2. Lord Zed, Rita's superior, arrives at Rita's moon Palars, where he takes her place and throws her into a space dumpster again. He then begins his own campaign to conquer Earth, in order for the Power Rangers to compete with Zed's monsters, which are superior to the ones Finster made for Rita, Zordon, and offer upgrade the Dinozords into the more powerful Thunderzords. However, Tommy is forced to retain use of the Dragon Zord, due to his powers being too weak to support a new Zord. After several defeats, Zed's attack on the Rangers progressively becomes more violent. He focuses his attention on eliminating Tommy, whom he sees as Rita's biggest mistake in giving him the Dragon Coin. The Green Ranger's powers were rapidly deteriorating, but Zed's efforts had enhanced the process. He eventually does so with a special green crystal, using it to take away the Green Ranger's powers. The crystal also powers up Zed's Dark Rangers, but when Tommy smashes it, the Dark Ranger's powers are transferred back to the regular Rangers. Nevertheless, Zed finally succeeds in taking the Green Ranger's powers. Following the loss of the Green Ranger's powers, Zordon and Alpha create, in secret, a new White Ranger to aid the other Rangers in battle. The White Ranger is revealed to be Tommy, who in addition receives a new Zord, the Tiger Zord, and also becomes the new leader of the Power Rangers. During the Team Ninja trials in Angel Grove, the Rangers become friends with 3 teenagers from Stone Canyon: Rocky DeSantos, Adam Park and Aisha Campbell. During an ensuing battle with Zed and a magical serpent, Rocky, Adam and Aisha discover the Rangers' identities and, having been entrusted with their secret by Zordon himself, the 3 newcomers become allies of the Rangers. Later on, Jason, Zach and Trini is selected to represent Angel Grove at the World Peace Conference in Geneva, Switzerland, and the Rangers are faced with the task of finding replacements. In order to transfer the powers of the Red, Black and Yellow Rangers, they must find the Sword of Light, which is located on the deserted planet. Zed pursues them across the galaxy in Serpentera, his massive personal Zord, and destroys most of the deserted planet. Serpentera runs out of power before being able to finish the Rangers, and they return to Earth safely with the Sword of Light. Zordon then chooses Rocky, Adam and Aisha to replace Jason, Zach and Trini as the Red, Black and Yellow Rangers, respectively. Sometime before the power transfer, Rita had returned to Earth when Tommy made his debut as the White Ranger, and fell into the hands of Bulk and Skull. But the Rangers sent her back into space. She later returns to the Moon while the Rangers are in Australia, and with the help of Finster, she gets a special makeover to gain a younger and prettier face. She then uses a love potion on Zed, who was in a deep sleep during his centennial re-evilizer, and he falls in love with her when he wakes up. They get married and thus join forces to make an even more terrible threat for the Rangers, but not even this can prepare them for what is to come. Season 3. Rito Revoltu, Rita's skeletal brother, comes to Earth and, with the help of a group of monsters, destroys the Rangers' Thunderzords and the Tigerzord. As a result, the Dinozords are also destroyed, and the Power Coins are damaged beyond repair. Undaunted, the Power Rangers seek the aid of Ninja, alleged creator of the Power Coins, who gives them new Ninja Coins, providing them with the even more powerful Ninja Zords and the Falcon Zord. An Australian girl named Kat Hillard moves to Angel Grove. She befriends Kimberly, and displays an intense affection for Tommy. Later it is found that Rita had captured Kat and put her under a powerful spell, giving her the ability to transform into a normal cat as well as a cat-like monster. Under this spell, she steals Kimberly's Ninja Coin, vastly weakening and nearly killing the Pink Ranger, whose life force, like that of the other Ninja Rangers, is connected to her Ninja Coin. It is during this time that the Rangers acquire their most powerful Zords ever, the Shogun Zords. Eventually, Kat overcomes Rita's evil spell and returns Kimberly's Ninja Coin to her. A short time thereafter, Kimberly gets a chance to pursue her personal athletic dreams. With Zordon's blessing, she leaves to train for the Pan Global Games, choosing Kat to replace her as the Pink Ranger. Though her initial fear and hesitation keeps her from contributing fully to the fight against evil, Kat eventually becomes both comfortable, incapable of fulfilling her duty as a ranger. After several more battles, Zed and Rita are joined by Rita's father, Master Vile. Following his failed attempts to defeat the Rangers, he reverses time, turning the Rangers into powerless children. These events culminate in the miniseries Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers. The Power Rangers. Jason Lee Scott's the original Red Ranger, portrayed by Austin St. John. Trini Kwan the original Yellow Ranger, portrayed by Tui Trang. Zachary Zach Taylor the original Black Ranger, portrayed by Walter Jones. Kimberly Ann Hart the original Pink Ranger and the first Pink Ninja Ranger, portrayed by Amy Jo Johnson. William Billy Cranston the original Blue Ranger and the Blue Ninja Ranger, portrayed by David Yost. Thomas Tommy Oliver the original Green Ranger and later the White Ranger and White Ninja Ranger, portrayed by Jason David Frank. Adam Park the second Black Ranger and the Black Ninja Ranger, portrayed by Johnny Young Bosch. Aisha Campbell the second Yellow Ranger and the Yellow Ninja Ranger, portrayed by Karen Ashley. Rocky DeSantos the second Red Ranger and the Red Ninja Ranger, portrayed by Steve Cardenas. Catherine Kat Hillard the second Pink Ranger and the second Pink Ninja Ranger, portrayed by Catherine Sutherland. Supporting characters: Zordon, an interdimensional being trapped in a time warp. He is the wise mentor of the Rangers, who also bestowed their powers. 10,000 years ago, Zordon led the fight against the forces of evil, specifically Rita. Finally, he was able to imprison the evil witch and her minions in a dumpster on the moon. He once had a corporeal human form, but now appears as a floating head in an energy tube. Initially voiced and portrayed by David Fielding, and later voiced by Bob Manahan. Alpha 5, a multi-functional semi-sentient automaton from Illinois. Alpha was Zordon's trusted robotic assistant, responsible for the daily operations and upkeep of the command center. Voiced by Richard Wood, Farkas Bulkmeyer, and Eugene Skulovich, two bullies at Angel Grove High School. Bulk, the leader of the duo, was prone to dragging Skull into wacky schemes, which usually failed miserably and ended in humiliation or injury. In the second season, the two decide to discover the identities of the Power Rangers after they were saved by the Rangers Inc. The Mutiny. In the third season, they enroll in the junior police force in order to impress girls. Thanks to the efforts of their superior officer, L.T. Stone, the duo become good-natured goofs. Portrayed by Paul Schreier and Jason Navi. Ernie, the owner and proprietor of the youth center. He could often be seen behind the counter of the juice bar, and would sometimes dispense advice to the teens. Portrayed by Richard Janelle. Mr. Kaplan, the very stern and quite abusive principal of Angel Grove High School, who often encouraged his students in their extracurricular activities. He wore a toupee to cover his bald head, which serves as a common running gag during seasons 1 and 2. Portrayed by Henry Cannon. Ms. Appleby, a teacher at Angel Grove High School. Portrayed by Royce Heron. Angela, the girl of Zach's affections. He was constantly attempting to impress and go out on a date with her, much to her annoyance. She would often demean Zach for his attempts. She later disappeared in season 2. Portrayed by Renee Griggs. Jerome Stone, a police lieutenant with the Angel Grove Police Department. Portrayed by Greg Bullock. Prince Dex, Masked Rider, portrayed by T.J. Roberts. Ninja, the creator of the original 5 power coins and dinosaurs that were used by the original 5 Power Rangers, even though it was Zordon who distributed them. Voiced by Kurt Strauss. Alpha 4, a fictional robot and the predecessor to Alpha 5, and has exactly the same voice and body design, with the exception that the yellow lights on his chest plate on either side of the lightning bolt were slightly farther apart. Wild West Rangers, the Old West ancestors of Rocky, Adam, Aisha, and Billy, and temporarily obtain Ranger powers when Kimberly is transported to their time as Rangers. The Wild West Rangers have outfits identical to those of their descendants, except for the addition of cowboy attire. Thank you for watching. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Please like and subscribe below. Please like and subscribe below.